If you're looking to relocate to the Bay Area, there's a few things you need to know. San Jose is probably one of the most affordable cities around and also the biggest city. We also have Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, Mountain View, Cupertino, all phenomenal cities, Milpitas, Campbell, and Hillmead. They are on the smaller side and they tend to be on the high price side. And whereas San Jose, we have the biggest. But we do have a range where you can get a home for $4 or $5 million, or you can get a home for around $1 million. There are different neighborhoods of San Jose that you do need to be aware of. We divide San Jose into multiple neighborhoods. This is so huge. So I'm going to share with you a couple of neighborhoods I really like, and I think a couple of neighborhoods where you probably need to do. You need to make sure that you do your homework before you decide to live in those neighborhoods. Here are some of my favorite. Evergreen. Evergreens is such a lovely community. It's up on the hills. The zip code mainly is 95148 and 95. Evergreen has two main zip codes, 95148 and 95121. 95148 is typically a little bit more up in the hill and a little bit north of Evergreen. It's a great neighborhood. We have a lot of temple here. It's a lot of little shops and quiet residential. Pretty nice and quiet. But of course, Evergreen has two sides of Evergreen. You have the not so great Evergreen and the phenomenal Evergreen, where schools are 10 and 9. And even if you want to transfer your child into the school, you have to check first and make sure they have spots for your child. Everybody want to be in those schools. We have the not so great area of Evergreen, which is more closer to, I would say, King, Julia Road, Capitol Expressway. So those areas tend to be the cheaper neighborhood. You can get a home for anywhere between $1 million, $1.2 million. If you can get one for like the 1.5, that is a phenomenally, really beautiful, gorgeous big home. But of course, the school in that area is not very good. In the 95148, typically there are different areas as well. Some will have really great school. Some will have just about average school as well. So you can get a home for, I would say, 1.8 will get you a really decent, good home in the great Evergreen. At the top of Evergreen, there are a lot of big, huge homes, the bigger homes, where you can see about at least 2,800 square feet inside or over 3,000 square feet inside that they build. What we call those the estate home, right? Because they are the bigger size. And with these homes, you can look at anywhere probably between 2.8 to $3+ million home. And then you have the ultra luxury, which are like custom built, it can be $5, $6, $10 million in Evergreen. One thing that with Evergreen, when you buy Evergreen, you are looking for great school, you are looking for great neighborhood. Those are the two you would definitely get. The one thing you do have to be aware of is getting into and out of Evergreen is a little bit of a hassle because Evergreen doesn't really have a direct access to any one freeway. You can get to it from 101 or you can get to it actually mainly just 101. And you have to exit it and you have to take through Capitol, through a few, your Babina, quite a few road in order to get into the wonderful neighborhood of Evergreen. So you can, if you do want to buy up in the hill of Evergreen, you have to factor in as long as it's 30-minute drive time, depending on how far you're buying away from the freeway. That's something to think about, but you will be in really nice, quiet neighborhood. Another one of my favorite, I would say, area of San Jose is West San Jose. West San Jose, I would define it as where Santana Row is. And Santana Row is one of the big attractions here in the Bay Area, the shopping area. Very European style. It has all the nice restaurants, outdoor restaurants. It has all the fancy big name, Gucci. It even have Tesla. One of the Tesla is there too, so you can actually go there and test drive. It gets very congested around there because it's surrounded by residents, but of course, in the morning you're ready for work, in the evening you're really coming in, and then you also have Valley Fair right across from there, which so much traffic. I don't know, whoever said mall is dying have not seen Valley Fair, because that place is all the time. Living around that area in West San Jose, you are getting the best of the best, because you're really getting all the amenity. You are surrounded by shop. If your child has any sort of activity, if you like fencing, if you like gymnastics, if your kids like martial art, any kind of martial art, if you like hot yoga, you have certain activity that, very important to you, there is some sort of vendor or provider of that service for you. And it's going to be very convenient and easy for you to get to and from. Tons of restaurants, all very diverse. I mean, there's Ethiopian, Japanese, Korean, Mediterranean. I mean, I could go on and on about like the variety of food and restaurants that are available there. Of course, West San Jose does come with a price tag. It is one of the highest price tag in San Jose. For an average home here, you're looking at easily $2 million for an entry level home pretty much. And then it goes up from there. You're getting the best of the best. You're getting all the amenity, anything that you could ever want all around you. And on top of that, you're getting the best school. So depend on the boundary. West San Jose actually will, if you live in West San Jose, you can actually go to the Cupertino School District, which is the best school district here in the Bay Area. You have a kid and you want them to be in a classroom with a teacher care, and they will have small size where they essentially they take care of their children. Everyone who has the money and want to have a great education for the children wants they get to be in the Cupertino School District. And so I think that's a great thing about being in West San Jose. You don't have to pay the Cupertino value for a home, but you can still go to their school, because Cupertino, a starter home for them start at $3 million. So it's a whole nother level. I think Cupertino is a great city on its own too. It's so quiet. Even though it's actually the center of everything, when you actually go into any of their subdivision in their neighborhood and you walk around, it is such a lovely place. Everyone there is very nice. It's quiet. And you talk to all the neighbors, you can get a sense that everybody really do get along quite well and they love being there. But that's another story for another time. We're talking about San Jose here. Willow Glen is another neighborhood that I really enjoy. So Willow Glen has what we call Willow Glen downtown. It's the only neighborhood that has its own downtown, but not a city. Well, essentially, before it was incorporated into San Jose, it was really its own little city. So that's why I had the Willow Glen downtown. And it's such a cute area. It's all these little shops, little restaurants, and everyone. And you could take a weekend to do like different activities, arts and crafts. And Christmas time is a fantastic time there. You can drive around in the Willow Glen neighborhood and you can see everybody lights up. And there's a street there where they actually have to shut down traffic because there's so many people who would drive through just to see the Christmas light. And so you can see that they have a very high Christmas spirit. However, one thing with Willow Glen is that it is an older neighborhood. It typically doesn't have, it is an older neighborhood. So a lot of the homes were built and the homes were built in the 50s, 60s, or even earlier. And they don't really have any land for new development. So what happens is that a lot of the older homes get bought and the builder will knock down the house and then build a brand new luxury home. And so we see that a lot in Willow Glen, where you will see custom built home, kind of like pop-up home, in different streets. And you can have one custom built home next to a home that was built in the 1960s. So it's very interesting to walk around there. And so those are I think are great neighborhoods to be in. And of course, these great neighborhoods come with price. They are on the higher end of the pricing point. If you want to look for something that is more economical or reasonable, I would recommend East San Jose. And East San Jose used to have a pretty bad rap, and now it has gone a lot better. But even there, you do need to have somebody who know the neighborhood to really be able to help you with that. Because you have there, even within East San Jose, there are small pockets of neighborhood where it's fantastic to buy a home in, where it's pretty nice and quiet. And there are certain neighborhoods where it's very packed. It's there car on the street everywhere. The crime rate is a little bit on the higher side. If you park car outside, you're probably gonna get the car broken into, but that's part of life. Price point wise, East San Jose is one of the cheapest, I would say. And a starter home is going to start you around $1 million. For a smaller one, you probably can get for around 800 to 900 with the conditions if it's in an older. Another neighborhood that I think is also phenomenal is Alum Rock. Alum Rock is a great area for if you're looking for more reasonable pricing. And Alum Rock was also built quite a bit long time ago, so you will see a lot of homes. A lot of them tend to be smaller with a really big lot. That's the characteristic of Alum Rock. And so when you buy, you can have 1,000 square feet home in like a 10,000 square feet lot or even bigger. And so one of the great things is that you can buy a smaller home and you will have the lot size to potentially build either an ADU or maybe even building another second home on the lot. But that's a great benefit because most other places or new build, you will not have the lot to really do anything. Typically, one area I would say to stay away from would be, and so those are like the great neighborhood, economical places, reasonable pricing. And then there is one place that if you're going to move here, I would say just stay away from. And that would be, it doesn't really have a name or it's a neighborhood, but it is near the San Jose airport. There is the Guadalupe Rose Garden. That is where you do not want to be around. That area right now has a lot of homeless encampments. And unfortunately, San Jose, a Bay Area as a whole, we have a huge issue with homeless encampment. Our cities that probably has homes of, people who are incredible wealth. We have CEO, directors, CFO, all the chief officers that you can think of who live here in the Bay Area. But we also have poverty as well. And unfortunately, because of this point, because even for renting, there is a lot of homelessness that we do have to deal with. And we have a lot of homeless encampment in that area, the Guadalupe Rose Garden, a lot of RV just parking on the street. And you actually, once you drive past it, you can see it right away. And it's unfortunate. And the city, very much aware of it. And they actually even put porta potty out to help these people. But we really do need to do a lot more to help them find housing. And if you are looking to buy a home or sell a home here in the Bay Area, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help. And if you're not looking to buy in the area or anywhere else, I am happy to introduce one of my friends to you, one of my trusted realtor to you. And I know that whoever that I introduce you, they're going to do a phenomenal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.